एवरीबॉडी, आज के इस वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ लेटेस्ट कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस या मोस्ट रिसेंटली आस्क्ड कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस जो कि पूछे गए हैं पिछले हफ्ते के कुछ एयरलाइन इंटरव्यूज में। इंटेंशन टू डिस्कस दीज क्वेश्चंस, ये मैंने बहुत मेहनत से जो क्रू या जो लोगों ने कैंडिडेट्स ने इंटरव्यू में अटेम्प्ट दिया था अपना, जो अलग अलग एयरलाइंस में इंटरव्यू देने गए थे, उनसे गैदर किए हैं ताकि आने वाले दिनों में जो लोग इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहे हैं इन द मंथ ऑफ सितंबर, उनको एक आइडिया मिल सके कि कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस ज्यादातर पूछे गए हैं लोगों से, सो यू कैन प्रिपेयर योर आंसर्स बेटर इन एडवांस इटसेल्फ। इन सारे क्वेश्चंस के मैं भी आपके साथ सैंपल आंसर्स डिस्कस करूंगी ताकि जब आप आंसर्स दूसरों के सुनोगे तो आपको एक आइडिया मिलेगा ऑन सिमिलर लाइंस अपने आंसर्स को प्रिपेयर करने के लिए, एंड हाउ better you can make it all depends on you. So जब आप मेरे आंसर सुनोगे तो you will get an understanding or an insight as to how you can make your answers sound more better. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। मेरा नाम है रचना and welcome to my channel. So the first question is, have you ever faced bad customer service? What is acceptable or good customer service according to you? So of course अगर आप बोलोगे कि you've never faced bad customer service, then वो end हो जाता है। But then they have also asked you another question which says, what is good customer service according to you? So of course they want to hear from you. That's why the question is framed in this way. ठीक है? So I think good customer service according to me is providing memorable service or a positive experience to the guest. And one can be of good customer service if they communicate effectively, if they have good listening skills, if they are empathetic in nature, they have high level of patience. I think if somebody possesses all these attributes, they can directly or indirectly showcase good customer service skills in them. So this, according to me, is somebody who can possess or somebody who showcases good customer service skills. Next question is, what are the duties of a cabin crew? Of course, आप एक cabin crew interview के लिए जा रहे हैं तो you must know what are the duties or what are the responsibilities that your job role requires you to fulfill. So they may ask you this question as well. So if I had to answer this question, I would say a cabin crew, in my opinion, is a multitasker on board. I would say from greeting passengers to serving them refreshments to taking care of elderly people and checking on comfort of the other guests or taking care of the smaller or the younger guests that we have on board. A cabin crew is doing a lot when she's on board or he's on board. Having said this, their primary responsibility is to ensure the safety of each and every passenger that is on board, and also to provide first aid or any kind of medical emergencies that might occur during the course of the flight. A cabin crew has to take care of every passenger that is there and has to take care of their well-being on board. These small duties combined to be listed or can be defined as the job role of a cabin crew or a duty of a cabin crew. Next question is, talk about your highest qualification and about your work experience. So ये एक self explanatory question है. So if you are a fresher, you can talk about your highest qualification. If you are a graduate, talk about your degree, your bachelor's. If you are not a graduate, if you've just completed your 10+2, then give your introduction, introduce yourself to them, talk to them about what you intend to do in future, why you chose to start working at such an early age. If you are somebody who has your degree with you and you also have certain amount of work experience, you can talk about that. Now if I have to talk about myself, my name is Rachna and I have been in the aviation industry for over 12 years now. Currently I hold a flying experience of about 12 years. I am also a graduate in journalism and mass communication. Question is, why do you want to become a cabin crew? I would like to say that I have always been very passionate about this industry. The aviation industry always thrills me, and I think I would find a lot of satisfaction in doing this kind of job where I'm getting to serve people, getting to meet new cultures, getting to interact with so many kinds of people on board. Meeting or working in a team with so many different kinds of minds, people from different backgrounds, people from different parts of the country, or sometimes even globally. this is something that is going to motivate me to go to work each and every day. And the fact that it is not a job that is going to make me restricted to just one place or just some or few kind of people is something that encourages me more to get into. So one of the reasons why I want to become a cabin crew is because of the global exposure that I'm going to get with this. I'm going to get to explore or experience so many kind of different cultures, travel most importantly, and most important, apart from all these things, I'm going to learn a lot of things on the go. So this is something that I'm really looking forward to, and that's why I want to be a cabin crew. So you can have your answers on similar lines, all right? The next question is, what will you wear for your friend's birthday party? This is a self-explanatory answer that you can have, but you can also include your personal styling in it, what you prefer doing or prefer wearing, whatever you're comfortable in. Be honest and you can talk about that. And to showcase a little bit of flexibility in your approach towards any kind of event, you can also say that I would check with my friend who's hosting the birthday if she has any kind of theme that she's looking forward to, or if she has a certain kind of dress code that she requires all of her friends to wear. I'd be okay even with that. And if she doesn't have any such thing, then my personal styling is always wearing comfortable clothes. So something that I'm very comfortable in is something that I would opt for. Something with minimal accessories, something with wearing I think just a day dress or the smartest pair of jeans with a casual t-shirt is something that I would opt for. So that's going to keep me comfortable for the whole event, and I'll be looking forward to wearing it. Next question is, what do you understand by the word neighbor? Do you have a good or bad neighbor? How is your relationship with them? So a neighbor is somebody who lives very closely to you in your vicinity. So they are not the people who you choose to live with or to live around, but they do eventually become the people who you encounter the most after your family and your loved ones in your daily life. So they are the people who you are meeting constantly on the go. Even when you're heading out of your house, probably you're seeing them. When you're getting back home, you're seeing them. So they are somebody who you are encountering regularly and on a daily basis. Now let's talk about how my relationship is with my neighbor. So there are people who've had good experiences. There are people who've not had very pleasant experiences with my neighbor, but I've been very fortunate to have a very good experience, or to have a good neighbor staying beside me. She has always been there. Obviously, the relationship was not like this all the time. Before we met each other about 6 months or a year ago. Before that, she wasn't living there where I'm living right now. So she came in and we got to meet each other. We introduced ourselves to each other. We share a cordial relationship with each other. And let me be honest with you that whenever she's been in need, I've always been there just a call away, and vice versa. She's made sure to always be there whenever I've been in need. And it's more like a family relationship now. So fortunately, I've had a good neighbor, and I share a very cordial and a good bond with her. So if I had to answer this question, I would say something like this. You can share your experience accordingly. Next question is, how was your day? This is self-explanatory. Maybe they will ask you this because of the number of rounds that have happened, and it might have been a tiring day. So always make sure to include a very confident and encouraged and motivated reply to questions like this. You can say that, yes, it's been a long day, but I'm really looking forward to this round, and I'm looking forward to what all I will get to experience, because the whole experience of this interview itself is wholesome for me. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the day as well. There are a lot of people who I've met today. There are a lot of new friends I've made today. I've got to learn certain aspects about how this interview happens and about how the airline industry works. So for the rest of the day also, I'm sure there are some takeaways that I will have. So I'm looking forward to this day as well, for the rest of the day as well. So you can say something on similar lines. The next question is, why would you like to join this airline? So a lot of airlines have asked this question, and most of the airlines जिन्होंने भी interviews दिए हैं अभी, मैंने 7-8 लोगों से ये सारे questions gather किए हैं, तो उन लोगों ने majority of people have told me कि सब interviewers ने at least एक से तो ये सवाल पूछा ही है कि why would you like to join Indigo? Why would you like to join Air India? Why do you want to join Vistara? तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर कि आप जब भी किसी भी एयरलाइन के इंटरव्यू में जा रहे हैं, डू अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ रिसर्च अबाउट दैट एयरलाइन. व्हाई वुड यू जॉइन इंडिगो? इंडिगो इज वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट एयरलाइंस विद द हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ फ्लीट इन देयर बैग. दैट्स व्हाई आई थिंक इट वुड बी अ प्रिविलेज टू जॉइन वन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स बेस्ट एयरलाइंस. एंड ऐसा सब आप बोल सकते हो. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट एयर इंडिया, इट्स द फ्लैग कैरियर ऑफ आवर कंट्री. There could be nothing bigger than being a part of an airline which is the flag carrier of your country. It's a moment of pride also to be called as a cabin crew of the flag carrier of our country. So you can say something like this. So do a little bit of research about the airline that you're going to interview, and then you can add a little bit of sentences like this as well. Okay. The next question is, what will be your reaction if you get selected, and whom will you call first? Of course, like any other person, I would be thrilled, I would be happy, I would be very, very, I think this would be one of, you could term this as one of the most memorable experiences for me, or memorable days of my life if I do make it today, or if I make it on this interview today. And I don't know who I'm going to call, but I think if I get this opportunity, or if I get this offer, the first person, like from my family, who's on my recent call logs, is the person who I'm going to call, so that, you know, I won't have that, honestly, I am a patient person, but I don't think I will be able to hold that excitement to even look for the contact directory and then, you know, call my mom or call my father first. Whichever family member of mine is in my recent call logs is the first person who I'm going to call. So this is the honest answer that I'm going to give them. If this would have happened with me, I would have actually done this. So this is the answer that I would give them. The next question is, what is women empowerment? I think women empowerment, according to me, is allowing a woman to make her life decisions by herself, whether it's her personal life decision or her professional life decision. I think if she is an equal gender in this society, she should be allowed, or she should be able to make her life decisions, decide by herself whatever is good for her or bad for her. This will in turn make her more independent, more responsible about her life, and she will be able to decide in a much better way how she should be dealing with her life. Now, what this is going to, or how this is going to impact our society, I believe that when we have women who are responsible, when we have women who are independent in our society, they can inculcate the same things in the generations to come. So when they become mothers, whether they are mothers of a baby boy or mothers of a baby girl, they are going to inculcate these attributes to their children. So in turn, as a society, we are going to have a more responsible human beings, more qualified decision makers, and more people in the society who can have gender equality, or who can promote gender equality. So this is this according to me is women empowerment. So the next question is, what is artificial intelligence? So I'm not a very tech savvy person, but in layman terms, if what I can understand about artificial intelligence, it is basically AI is a field of computer science that it is capable of performing those tasks which until now were only being humanly possible. So those tasks were only being able to be completed if a human was involved. But with this AI technology, these tasks can be also completed by AI. So I personally believe that I'm very fortunate to be a part of this era where I'm able to witness something like this. Great to see more changes coming in, and I think it will be a great step in the future for the future generations as well. So let's wait and see what more the AI has to offer to us. सो ये थे कुछ कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू के क्वेश्चंस जो कि रिसेंटली पूछे गए थे। ये सारे क्वेश्चंस मैंने गैदर किए थे कुछ कैंडिडेट से जिन्होंने रिसेंटली कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यूज में पार्ट लिया था। आज के इस वीडियो में बस इतना ही। अगर आपको ये वीडियो इन्फॉर्मेटिव लगा तो प्लीज मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा, इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिएगा। फॉर मोर फ्यूचर कैबिन क्रू जॉब्स और इंटरव्यू रिलेटेड कंटेंट के लिए स्टे ट्यून्ड। जाने के पहले मुझे आपको ये बोलना है कि अगर आपने भी कोई कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू में पार्ट लिया है एंड आप भी कुछ क्वेश्चंस के बारे में जानते हो तो प्लीज फील फ्री टू राइट इट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन। ये बहुत लोगों को हेल्प करेगा आगे जाके। प्लीज रिमेंबर वी आर ऑल इन दिस टुगेदर and let's work together. Only when we work together is the time when we achieve great success. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Thank you for your time.